What is going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the AWS command line interface, or CLI for short, on a Windows 10 machine. For those of you that are just getting started with AWS, the CLI is a very convenient way in which developers can interact with AWS resources, and that's through your terminal. Now, using the CLI, you'll be able to do anything that you can do through the AWS console. Of course, this is going to be done programmatically through your command line. So that's a little bit about the CLI. Let's go into how to actually set it up on this machine. So I'm on a Windows machine here, and if we see on my command prompt, if I just try to type in AWS, we see that that is not a recognized command. So by the end of this, you're going to be able to use AWS or use the AWS command rather to perform some operations on your AWS account. Now, in order to get that working, what we need to do is come to Google, and we're going to type in AWS CLI Windows. And we're going to click on this first link here, installing the AWS CLI version 2 for Windows. We're going to scroll down, and we're going to say install or update the AWS CLI version 2 on Windows using the installer. We're going to use the MSI installer. So click the top link here. That's going to download the MSI, and you're going to click this guy to automatically launch the wizard. All right, we're going to click on run, and we're just going to go through all this. You should probably read the license agreement and all that if this is your first time. I'm going to install this. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. And almost done. And go ahead and click on finish. So now your CLI is installed. You'll notice, however, if we go back to our command prompt and we just try to type in AWS, this isn't going to work. We actually need to close this terminal and open up a new one and just try and do that again. So let me just make this a little bit bigger and center this so everyone can see. So now if we try to type AWS again, we should see a output, and we get basically the AWS help command here. So at this point, you have everything installed, ready to go. But if this is your first time setting up the CLI, there are some additional steps so that you can actually interact with AWS. So what you need to do is create a user and actually set up or configure your kind of local profile using the AWS configure command. So the first thing we need to do is go and create a user that has some set of permissions. So go into your AWS account. I'm already logged in here and on my dashboard screen. I'm going to go to IAM, which stands for Identity and Access Management. I'm going to click on that. We're going to go to the left here and click on Users. And we're going to go ahead and click on Add User. So we're going to create one from scratch. And I'm going to give myself some DynamoDB permissions here so that I can create a table. So let's just say DynamoDB temp user. We're going to say programmatic access because we're going to be doing this through the CLI. So that's programmatic. Now we're going to attach a policy to this user and say, I want DynamoDB access. We're going to say full access in this case, since I'm going to delete this user right after. Click on next, yada, 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 create user. And at this point, once everything is good to go, we get our access key ID and our secret access key ID. Now you should keep your secret access key secret. Obviously don't tell anyone what this is like I'm doing here. This doesn't really matter for me because I'm going to delete this user right after. But this is kind of like the token into your account. And if people have it, they can basically do anything on your account that this user has permissions to. So be very, very careful with these two things. Now let's take the AWS access key ID. I'm going to copy that to my clipboard, go back to command prompt, and we're going to say AWS configure. AWS configure. And so it's going to prompt us with some questions here. So it's asking us for our access key ID. I'm going to paste that in. Now it's asking us for the secret access key. Just go back, copy that, go back over here, put that in, press enter. It's going to ask for a default region. I like US East 1 because I'm on the East Coast, so I'm just going to press enter. If you're on the West Coast, you may use US West 1 or US West 2. Pressing enter there, default output format, I'm just going to leave that default. And now you are able to use all the permissions that this user has associated with it. So I'm just going to copy a command over here from my clipboard on the side and paste this in. This is a command to create a DynamoDB table. You can see here I'm just calling AWS DynamoDB create table, and the table name is music. You don't need to know about any of this other stuff. This is just to show you what's going on. I'm going to press enter now. I found that for whatever reason it spits out this kind of error, but it's not actually an error. It didn't error out. If I try to run it again, you'll see an error occurred. The create table operation already exists. That's because it actually worked the first time. Kind of a weird thing there. Maybe it's because I'm copying and pasting in. I'm not exactly sure. But anyways, just to prove that that worked, if we go back to the console now and type in DynamoDB, we should have a table called music that should have just been created, and there is my table, obviously with no items inside of it. So hopefully this video was useful. If you're just getting started with AWS, make sure to check out my other videos on my channel. I have a whole bunch for beginners and experts. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on my next one. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.